Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with my end of year review of 2019 and for my 2020 resolutions. It feels weird going into another decade because I've gone into another decade technically twice now because I'm 22. But this feels like, it just feels different. Like it's hitting differently to the last time when I was like 12. Um, so yeah, let's just start off by talking about my 2019 goals. I made a video about this, I've written them down back then, and I've, gone through everything. So I'm going to talk about my 2019 goals and things like that, and then talk about what I want to achieve in 2020 and just generally in the new decade, and talk about some thoughts that I have. So yeah, let's just get into it. So the first goal I had was to read 20 books, and I only managed to read 15. I've written them all down here. So I read all 6 Vampire Academy books, a book called Sweet Temptation that I can't remember the name of the author, and every single thing that Kirstie Moseley has written. So Nothing Left to Lose, Enjoying the Chase, Always You, Free Falling, The Boy Who Sneaks Through My Bedroom Window, Pulls Apart, Fighting to Be Free, and Worth Fighting For. All of those books I've read in the last 2 weeks, basically. Not every single book. All of the Kirstie Moseley books I have read in the last 2 weeks. She was a writer on Wattpad. That's how I first found her. So I actually read Nothing Left to Lose, Enjoying the Chase, Always You, Free Falling, and The Boy Who Sneaks Through My Bedroom Window. I read them all for free back when they were on there, and now they're just samples. And I bought them all ever like whenever they came out. So, and I've also read Everything But Pulls Apart, Fighting to Be Free, and Worth Fighting For twice on the iBookstore where I bought the books. I've read the first 5 books that she's come out with 3 times now. So yeah, anyway, she's one of my favourite writers. So yeah, 15 books out of 20, that's not too bad. But I think it's because I went through, like, I read all of the Vampire Academy books at like the same time. Like, that would have taken me like between a week and 2 weeks to get through them. And then I just didn't read anything. And then during the summer I read Sweet Temptation because I was outside a lot. Well, not that much, but like if I was outside enjoying the sun, I would read. And then yeah, so hopefully I can do better next year with reading. The next one was to exercise, and I put in brackets, but don't stress about it. So I actually have achieved that goal because recently I dance a lot, just me. I teach myself K-pop dances because it's really fun. I've always really enjoyed dancing, and I looked into doing dance classes, but it's not like a whole lot near me. There is actually at Northumbria University. There's a K-pop dance society that I'm tempted to join because even though I don't go to Northumbria University, I'm pretty sure I can still join. So maybe in the new year that's something I'm going to do. But yeah, that's exercise. I also just throughout the year was exercising a little bit more and trying to make an effort to go to the gym more. So this year compared to last year, I exercised a lot more. A little bit more when you take out the dancing, but this last like 2 or 3 months, I've been dancing a lot, and for sometimes when I've got time, when I'm able to, it's like an hour every day, an hour to 2 hours every single day that I'm dancing. So yay, I actually, for the first time in my whole entire life, when I have made a New Year's resolution to exercise, I have actually done it. So I'm very happy with that. The other one was to save for a keyboard piano, and I actually did that. And obviously, like a side note to saving for it was to start learning. I didn't put that on here in case I couldn't afford it till the end of the year. I wasn't sure how that was going to happen. So yeah, I managed to afford my piano, which is, I'm pointing here, it's right in front of my bed, right in front of the, it's like my bed, then the keyboard, then the tripod. Yeah, my grandma's car, she had a little old Nissan Micra, and she'd kind of given that to me and my brother before she died. And then my brother could drive and I couldn't, so he had the car. And then basically it was very unreliable, and he wasn't living up here at the time. So he has a new car now. And basically we sold the Nissan. So with the money from the Nissan, I could, and from selling a couple other bits, I managed to be able to afford the keyboard back in January. So yeah, I have been learning to play piano. I have a little notebook. I have another. Notebooks are my thing. Yes, notebooks are my thing. I've got this one with goals in. I've got this one, which is like my own little piano book. So I've got a couple little. I learned how to play Can't Help Falling in Love, the Ingrid Michaelson version. Also, Mad World. There's also a couple. I've learned the intro to Welcome to the Black Parade. I've also learned the intro to My Immortal. My favourite is The Scientist by Coldplay. That one I really like to play. And I've also learned Let It Be by the Beatles, and I'm in the middle of learning Someone You Loved by Lewis Capaldi. So I'm going to be completely honest here. When I get really into something, I cannot do anything else. So when I was learning piano, the first 2 or 3 weeks I was learning piano, I was spending hours every single day learning piano. So yeah, I would spend hours playing piano when I first got my piano. And then a few months ago, I got back into my writing again. So then for about a week straight, I wrote 8 chapters in a week. And I hadn't written 8 chapters in 3 years. So yeah, I'm now on chapter 25. And before this year, I was on, I think, chapter 6 or 7. So yeah. And then obviously getting into dancing again, I spend a lot of my time dancing. So the piano's been on the back burner a little bit, but every couple of weeks I go back and make sure I still remember everything, and I do still remember everything, so it's fine, like what I've learned so far. So I will get back into it. But yes, I have done my goal for that. The only goal that I didn't do was I technically didn't read 20 books, but I was 3/4 of the way there. Did I say 3/4? 3/4. The only thing I didn't do was start cross stitch, because it was something I thought, that would be a good hobby to do at the beginning of the year. But then I've, not expecting that I would have a piano and also get back into writing and also now dancing. So I have picked up hobbies again this year. It's just not a hobby that I figured out that I thought I was going to have, if that makes sense. Okay. So in terms of wrapping up the year and kind of talking about how this year's gone, compared to the other years that I have lived, especially 2015 onwards, in fact, let's be real, 2009 onwards, this decade has been a difficult decade, but this last year hasn't been the worst, so I'm thankful for that. It's been easier than 2018, because 2018 I spent the whole year really anxious, not able to do anything, unless my granddad died. That sucked. But this year I've been getting better, and I have made a lot of progress. I've made a whole video about this basically a couple weeks ago. That was, I feel like I've really made progress this year, and I feel like I'm not as anxious as I used to be, and I feel like I'm getting my life back slowly. So this year has been better than other years that I have lived, and all I'm going to say is thank God for that, because I have lived a lot of really crappy years in a row, and I needed a break. So hopefully this break will continue for the next several years. That would be lovely. I'm not saying I want nothing bad to ever happen to me for the next couple of years. Let's be real, bad stuff's gonna happen to everyone. It's life. But I would like to, when I come back to round up the year, not see it as a bad year all around. That's all I would like for the next couple of years. That would be good. Thank you. If you're listening, anyone. So the year hasn't been too bad. Like I say, I've made progress. That's all I could want. And hopefully next year will be even better, and I'll be even more back to normal, and I'll have a job and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm really happy that I can say this year's not been too bad. I haven't been able to say that for a very long time. So my goals for 2020, I'm calling them goals and not New Year's resolutions, because there's things, it's not like New Year's resolutions never seem to pan out, but if you just say you've got a goal, then it's like you can strive for that goal more. I don't know. So I'm calling them goals for 2020. The first one, they're not in any particular order, this is just how I've written them down. The first one is get a job. I would like to be working again in 2020, and fingers crossed that can happen. I'm halfway there because I'm now volunteering at a charity shop, so I'm getting there. Goal number 2 is to go on a trip. I'd like to just do something out of my comfort zone and go somewhere instead of just being around here, because Is it just me, or does anyone else think that Newcastle kind of sucks? Like, it's really far behind every other town, I feel like. It's so not fair. My friend lives near Manchester, and it sounds so much better. So maybe I'm just going to have to go, Bevan, I'm coming to you. I might just come live with you, if you're watching. The third one, start cross stitch, because I didn't do it last year. Let's try and do it this year. The fourth goal is to finish writing the book that I'm writing. I think I'll be able to do that because I have an idea of where I'm going and I'm nearly finished. So fingers crossed, I won't lose my writing. Fingers crossed I just won't lose this strain of consciousness that I've got when it comes to this book, all this motivation. That's the one I'm thinking of. Hopefully I won't lose my motivation to write. It has been a slightly difficult. It's very difficult to write a romance when you kind of can't remember what it's like to be in a relationship and when you've never been in a healthy relationship. So it's all coming out of my imagination. So yeah. And the last one is to read 15 books. I've lowered it by 5. When I wrote this, I actually technically only read 12 books this year, and then I read 3 more. So I thought I would put 15, and now I'm tempted to put 20 because I managed. But no, I'm going to keep 15. I hit 15 this year, so hopefully I can hit 50 next year. And if I hit that goal, then maybe the year after I'll raise it to 20. I don't know. It depends on how busy I am. If I have a job, I might not be able to. But yeah, those are my goals so far for 2020. I might add more. If I do, then I'll just talk about them in next year's roundup. And I still have goals that's on my anxiety mood board that are like the pending things I want to do, which are on there, but they haven't got like a time limit on them. These are things that I want to do this year, whereas those could be like this year, next year. Like, it's not necessarily got like a time limit on them. Although it would be very nice, honestly. I'm not gonna write this down as a goal, but I would be really nice when I'm looking at it to be able to cross all of those things off this year. And there, at the minute, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 18 things that I need to do so far. And one of them is like go into Newcastle, which I'm going to be doing soon. Another one is going to the cinema, which is what I'm wanting to be doing soon. And do my driving test. So stuff like that I want to, get doing soon. So it's been, I'm just going to say it's been a good year. I'm just going to say it as it is. I discovered BTS, so it's been a bloody brilliant last half of the year, let's be real. And I've made a lot of progress. The last half of the year has really been good. Like since like September onwards, I've had a really good year. And that's all I could really ask for. That's all I wanted, was just to have a little bit of a break from the shit that life throws at you sometimes. So yeah, I've now been rambling for 22 minutes and 39 seconds, so I am going to go, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be an intro to my 2020 Project Pan. I'm very excited for it. Let me know what your New Year's resolutions or what your 2020 goals are. I'm really excited going into the next decade because, like I said, this has been a really crap decade for me, and I would like a fresh start, and that's how I'm going to see the 1st of January is going to be a fresh start for me. So just forget about all the rubbish, all the horrible things that have happened in the past. This is a new decade. This is a fresh start to just go forward and be like, you know what, I'm going to make this decade the best decade ever. So that's how I'm trying to see it. Be positive. I'm going to start reading The Secret. I bought it the other day, and I'm going to try and, that whole law of attraction thing. So yeah. Okay, I'm definitely going to go now. Let me know your goals for 2020 in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!